Hello world. I am the producer and the director of this documentary. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce you to the true history of humanity. The story of the beginning of our civilization, that is written and taught everywhere around the world, is wrong. And I'm pondering my words while stating this. This movie is the first document of the true story of humanity, and this movie marks the beginning of it. You will learn how the Great Pyramid was built, who built it, and what is hidden behind it. You are going to wonder how come that thousands of academics, scientists, etc. missed that. How is this possible? Then, who am I to reject those official stories? Am I an archaeologist, an historian? What is my background? While your first question may be the most pertinent, you may or may not realize it is also the most irrelevant. When the wise men point to the moon, don't look at his finger but to this movie. This is the confluence of multiple factors, and that is all I can say as of now. When one starts to study the history of humanity in detail, many questions arise and the official story of humanity starts to crack. Teasing on what you can expect, have a look at this piece of clay. It is so soft, I can easily carve on it. Now, look at this piece of granite. Granite is one of the most hard stones on earth, harder than even steel. Today, we cut the granite with diamond cut blade, as it is one of the most difficult rock to cut due to this hardness. How could the Egyptian, if it was them, have achieved those shapes in the sculpture Sphinx of Senusret made of migmatite material, which is harder than granite? What was that extraordinary tool that made this possible? This example is what disputes all official theories of Egyptology. The answer is in this movie. Dozens of questions now arise. Did the Egyptians really have an advanced technology that was lost over time? Did an earlier civilization existed before Egyptian, the Atlantis? Or were they an extraterrestrial civilization? Maybe in the past the granite was soft and the clay was hard. Anyone comes up with its theory, each one of the 7 billion inhabitants, but we need evidences. If you have no past, you will get no future either. Printing thousands of books and telling the story of Santa does not prove he is real. Not everyone is passionate about Egypt or ancient civilization. Most of you have other interests, hobby and preoccupation, such as getting a job, buying a house and a car, getting your hand on the latest phone, requesting a loan. Why would you pay attention to a story about some stone of 4,000, even 50,000 years old? Because everything is connected in this world. As the saying goes, the past will haunt you. If the past is miswritten and the present it is a result of the past, then the future will collapse to the ground like a house of cards. Many books have been published and movies have been made without unlocking its secret. Today, reality is as follows. Ouroboros, the snake beating his own tail. You, the public, see an anomaly. Egyptologists provide explanation, but you are not convinced. Alternative explanation or theories comes up. The alien, the extraterrestrial being, the UFO, the Atlantis, and you are not still convinced. So you come back to the starting point with no answer. I will not make philosophy or write some poetry, nor can I offer word games. I will simply provide you with precise fact and unedited discovery to make you understand the truth. In fact, your capability to reflect and reason have been underestimated thus far. It's about time they are put to good use. For example, if I say to you, human ancestor is a butterfly, you will say this is bullshit. Maybe you think horses are closer to us. They have legs and don't have wings. Looking at apes, they are even more look-alike. It's so evident. You are logical-minded. That's a good thing, that logic takes control. So, there is no need for scientists that validate your thought. Obviously, we came from the ape family tree, not butterfly. This is exactly what this movie exposes. The new story of human beings, which is based in logic, precise evidences, factual and visual. This movie is smooth, dense and with abundance of information, 3D animation, interview, documents, etc. Knowledge is food for human mind, the engine of human being. You already spend a lot of money on entertainment and educational movie. Most of these movies are like sweet candy with artificial coloring to your mind. This cake is made of sugar and fat, which is an artificial product that is not found in nature. There is no cake growing on the field. An artificial product that gives you a great but short pleasure, and it doesn't nourish you. On the other hand, fruits, which sometimes can be acidic, but with a soft sweet taste, will nourish you all your life. The knowledge is exactly like this cake and these fruits. The artificial knowledge make you feel good but be overwhelmed with a shot of overdose. On the contrary, the real nature knowledge that sustain you all your life. I have read and watched a lot. I am 42 years old. Don't you think I understand the meaning of the words proof and evidence? Do you think that I don't know what a fraud is? Or in this case, if this movie is an intellectual fraud? What is a proof? This is a drawing made by randomly splashing in on the paper. This drawing cannot be never replicated even if you try recreated it millions of times. Here is my attempt at it. Such proof is undeniable. Proof like this, undeniable, unfabricated, you will find in this movie. Time has come to shed light on the Great Pyramid and its story. Well, let's have a look from your side. What do you have to lose? Entry ticket and 3 hours of your time. There is 1/3 probability that this movie is a lie and speculation. There is another probability that is half wrong, half right, or a third chance that is the pure truth. However, immediately after the first public screening, people and scientists will speak out. The following is the most important. I strongly recommend that you build your own opinion after watching the movie. Do not listen to other comments, which may be risky to become like this movie.
Okay,
I tell the truth. History, as we know, has often been rewritten from someone who already rewrote it based on someone else, so over the century the truth leaves much to be doubtful of. So, don't believe what anyone says about this movie before watching it yourself. Then, consider all the steps. Watch the movie, raise questions, think about it, and then the conclusion will come out. Schopenhauer said, all truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it's violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. So, to whom is this movie addressed? This movie is addressed to everyone without exception. It is addressed to all the human, from the simple worker to the politician, from the clean worker to the scientist. I don't work for any organization, association, political party, or religious group. Most of you probably do not have knowledge about the technology of stone, what is needed to work it out, or what it takes to cut the stone. So you think you need to trust the work of archaeologists and professional stone workers. Stop here and start thinking before trusting anything people say to you. You need to make your own experience before believing anyone. That's what I did. For example, take a granite stone and try to cut it with a steel tool. You will see that it doesn't work. The Egyptologists explain that Egyptians did the sculpting with sand, a copper saw and water. A Russian researcher did the experiment, and the result was nothing close to the Egyptian sculpture.
И пилили, то теперь очередь подолбить нам немножко.
How did they cut the Aswan obelisk of 1,000 tons, the weight of a train TGV, and how will transported it? Try this. Put the handbrake of your car, weighing around 1.5 tons, and try to move it with 10 people. This movie got all the answer. There will be no more hidden secret because the stakes are high. Now, please take a paper, a piece of straight wood and a pen. Ask your friend to draw the best possible triangle. You will see that they will never get the P ratio 3.40 and golden number 1,618, even if they try it thousands and thousands of times again and again. P and golden number are two universal constants, and they are present in the Great Pyramid, clear, crisp, and limpid. That's why it is important to share this video with everyone. So spread the information. Send it by SMS, email, share it with your social media. This 1,000-year mystery weight on my shoulder, and I want to share it with you. You know, I'm deeply invested in this project. I put a lot of effort and money, but this doesn't matter to me, because I know the impact of the great value that it carries. Now, it's all yours, to the planet, to the humankind. You and many others that are seeking the truth honestly. Here is the movie. Come and see and share it. I would leave you with my final words. This movie will reveal a message for the humanity. Lucky is to understand that in 2019 we have a chance to learn how the Great Pyramid was built, who built it, and what is hidden behind it. There will be no more to say except to watch and meditate about it. Be kind to your soul, your culture, and your knowledge. Let yourself go and come discover the biggest mystery of humanity, the new great story. And this will change your perspective forever about Egypt and planet Earth.